What's up, CCI family? It's your main man back with the game plan. Yep, once again, because you already know, can't leave you out there too long without that information and education. So we back at it again. All right, today I got a little present for you before Christmas even gets here. Now, believe it or not, all investors keep a little something in their bag. Okay, well, I'm gonna divulge one of mine to y'all today as a gift. Okay, it's a stock that I've been following for quite some time, maybe about 3 years. Okay, close to it, and it was brought to me by another fellow investor that I take great pleasure in knowing and following. Okay, and it has done quite well for me. I'm gonna put up, all the information on it, so you can do your own due diligence. Because I can't tell you to buy, hold, or sell, but I can give you all of the info. So check this out. Not only are we gonna do that, got another little tip for you. Remember, our big dog, Palantir, got another piece of information from them. Like I told you in the past video, we're riding with them till the wheels fall off, but it seems like they just keep getting more wheels. Well, they're adding another wheel today. Okay? And we're going to discuss that, because that's going to bring even bigger things. All right? So anyway, sit back, relax, get your pen and pad out. Get ready. Here we go. All right, so where do we start here? I guess it was maybe about between 2 and 3 years ago. I'm sitting home, doing my research, my due diligence, trying to find me a new stock to invest in a new sector. And I stumbled upon this guy speaking about computers, basically. And he was speaking about how computers, of course, are taking over the world, how much more powerful they are now and are going to have to be in the near future. And with that comes a lot of heat. And I started thinking, like, there's a lot of heat going to be in this world, but he was speaking about it because the heat has to be cooled. These data centers that they are building, you wouldn't believe they're enormous. They need a new word because they're past enormous, okay? I think the largest one in the U.S. is like 80 football fields, like 4 million plus square feet. Okay. In China, they have one that's even double the size, I believe, if not more. So these data centers are huge, and they have to be cooled. Okay, or the computers are just going to be destroyed. MODINE Manufacturing, it's a company he started speaking about, and they are, if not the best, the top company that is tackling that job. Okay, now they started off, I believe, more in the automotive industry, electric vehicle industry, cooling, air conditioning for these cars and so have you, plus a little more. I'm gonna show you. But when they delved into this area, okay, which is like HVAC, cooling, all that stuff for these data centers, they skyrocketed. Okay, and again, they are, to me, the best in the industry for that job. Now, I've been rolling with them since they were in the mid 40s range, high 40s. And that's approximately when I heard this speaker telling about it. So I did my due diligence, I did my little research. I found that what he was saying was correct. I found a lot more by reading. So I tested it. Threw a little bit in, let it ride. Looked again, threw a little bit more in, let it ride. And I kept doing this till they were about, I would say, high 60s, low 70s, $69, $71 per share. And I had already gained, a little mini fortune in the chump change industry. So that caused me to put them on a reoccurring basis, which is dollar cost averaging, your DCA, into that stock and just let it roll. And boy, am I glad I did. Because presently, I'm up almost 50% in the stock. And the stock earlier this year reached $141 a share. Now, my average cost is only around $82 right now. So, you get it? Now, when they did hit that all-time high, I'm like, please come down a little bit because I want to get some more. That's the game we play. So they did. They came down, I think it was between 10, 12%. Happy days. I made my DCA a little more aggressive. Glad I did. And now they're bouncing up back to that range again. I think right now they're in the mid 120s. Okay? Moving on back up, and it's not going to be long before they break that all-time high again. Trust and believe me. This company is amazing. All right? So what I'm going to do now is give you a little bit more information on them so you again can do your due diligence as I did when I first heard about it. Because it really behooves me that they're not talking about this company as they're talking about some of the others. Because they're awesome, I'm telling you. Okay? So this is a little secret from me to you. Maybe the chump change squad is going to burst this new bubble out again. Now, I'm not the first to speak about them, but I've been following them again for 2 to 3 years. And since this guy spoke of them, I really haven't heard that name banging, but the stock, well, let me show you.
MODINE Manufacturing.
Neil D. Brinker has been the president and CEO of MODINE Manufacturing Company since December 2020. Before joining MODINE, he held several senior leadership positions at Advanced Energy Industries Incorporated, including president and chief operating officer since May 2020. He also spent 6 years at IDEX Corporation in various senior roles. Neil holds a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering from Michigan State University, a Master of Engineering from the University of Michigan, and a Master of Business Administration from Eastern Michigan University. Now let's start with a quick overview of MODINE's stock performance from 2022 to 2024. In 2022, the average stock price was around $13, with a high of $21.56 and a low of $7.71, closing the year at $19.86, marking a significant annual change of 96.83%. Moving into 2023, MODINE stock continued to perform well, with an average stock price of $34.80. The stock hit a high of $60.71 and a low of $19.50, closing the year strong at $59.70, representing an impressive 200.6% annual change. Fast forward to 2024, the average stock price surged to $99.30, reaching a high of $135.53 and a low of $57.97, closing the year at $128.12, with an annual change of 114.61%. Now, looking ahead to 2025, we can expect MODINE to continue its positive trajectory if the company maintains its growth and market position. Analysts generally look at factors like company performance, market trends, and economic conditions to make their predictions. If MODINE keeps up its momentum, we could see much greater gains in the stock price. Now, when targeting this year in particular, MODINE achieved net sales of $2.4 billion this year, marking a solid 5% increase from last year. The operating income soared to $240.7 million, a remarkable 60% jump from the previous year. The company's adjusted EBITDA reached $314.3 million, which is a 48% increase. Modine's EPS stands at $3.03, compared to $2.90 last year, while the adjusted EPS came in at $3.25, up 67% from the previous year. As of the latest trading session, Modine's stock price closed at $128.12. Key factors driving this strong performance include growth in target markets, especially in the data center and performance technology segments. The company's gross margin also improved by 420 basis points to 22.4%, thanks to ongoing strategic initiatives and higher average selling prices.
Voila. That's a gift from Chump Change Investments to all of you. Okay? Now, you know I love the nickname thing, so we're going to call this one Mo Money Modine. Okay? Because they just continue to bring us more money, more money, more money. And as investors, we love that. Not to mention the company is being ran to a T. Okay, so I can't tell you whether to buy, hold, or sell, of course, but I can bring you the information it takes for you to educate yourself to find out if this is something for you, which I hope it is, because Modine is just taking off. All right. Now, I also had a little surprise for you as well, remember? Our big dog, Palantir, who just recently was listed into the S&P 500 not too long ago. Remember when the champagne fell from the sky and everyone was cheering and the stock shot up again? Well, get ready again. Because as of November 26th, Palantir is now going to be listed on the NASDAQ 100 if all things pan out, which I'm sure they will. Now, for all of you that don't know, the NASDAQ 100, you can go back in latter videos and see, are the top 100 non-financial, the largest, can't forget that word, the largest top 100 non-financial companies in the stock market. Okay, and Palantir is now going to be listed on that index as well. They will still remain in the S&P 500, of course. But for all of the funds that purchase NASDAQ stocks, they will have no choice now but to also purchase Palantir. And you know what that means. To the moon. Okay, so for all of us Palantir investors, again, congratulations. We just keep getting more and more from this company. So thank you, Mr. Alex Karp, on this one. Hopefully everything works out fine for you. And if you're not an investor in Palantir, I don't know what you're waiting for. Because I can't tell you to buy it. Just like I can't tell you when to sell it. But anyway, if you are a beginning investor or just interested in this game, again, there is no easier platform for you to start with than Robinhood. Okay? Everything is streamlined for you. They've just introduced Robinhood Legend as well, which is more in depth but still easy to use. It's a wonderful platform. And if you jump in now with the Robinhood Gold, you can earn as much as 4.25% on your uninvested funds sitting there, which means you're already blowing your bank out. Okay? So I'm going to leave the link below for you to start your brokerage with them. And just let them know Vince sent you. Feel me? All right, so this is Chump Changer Investments signing off on y'all once again. Hoping y'all are blessed and financially successful week ahead. And you know, I'll see you on the next one, because I can't leave you out there too long. Peace.